How you doing? This is Magic Cruz, bridging the gap between the rich and the poor, coming from the great state of Texas, in the great country of, where you from?
Canada.
Canada! Hey,
I am
I'm
in Canada.
Canada. Where in Canada? Like the region, not the place exactly. You know, like the region area, the big county or whatever you call it over there.
I am in Toronto area. Yeah.
Toronto, in the
Yes.
house.
Yes.
So, what are we here to talk about? We're going to talk about the plan because Belinda was beta 1 and I'm beta 2. So I'm the newbie. And Belinda's been doing this since June. But everybody's, you know, everybody goes slow or fast. And I just jump in and did everything in a week. And, and some people are really busy and stuff. And so, so first of all, do you have any background in crypto? Is the question that I want to ask first.
I had no background in crypto. I have heard about crypto, didn't investigate it or anything. The thing I have a background in is investing, though. I do a lot of
Oh,
stocks. I manage my family's portfolio in stocks for the three different people.
wow.
Um, I before COVID started, I used to do a lot of options trading.
Hmm.
So I am familiar with that, but not with crypto. For some reason, I just didn't get into crypto. I don't even know why. I can't tell you why. But maybe I was doing well in the stocks, so I just got comfortable there. But
Do you see any overlap between the stock market and crypto in the way we do some things, or you don't feel there's any connection with that?
well, given that basic things like just moving your money
Hmm.
from USD to a crypto coin using the trading menus and stuff like that. That is familiar a little bit to me in
Hmm.
the crypto world because the terminology is similar.
Okay.
But other than that, a lot of things are not the same.
Mm.
I didn't even know how to move my money from my bank to crypto world at all. That I had to talk to some of the plan members and get a better understanding. Even though the plan does explain it to you, sometimes when you talk to
Mhm.
people and see how they are doing it,
Mm.
it sinks better after you've, because I read the plan explanation and then I watched the videos, but I was still a little nervous. So I talked to people. Then I felt better. Besides, the help
Mm.
in the plan circles is very open. So I was able
Mhm.
to get better understanding. And also, given that I live in Canada, I had to figure out which one of the many options we
Mm.
have works for me, right?
Mhm.
So that was all important. So I actually have a little Canadian group that I talk to,
Oh,
all in the plan.
wow.
and, and we all talk to each other because even from province to province, some things don't are not allowed, but
Really?
you can still make it work. It doesn't matter where you are, it
Wow.
will work for you, right?
Yeah,
you
yeah.
you just have to find out what works in your area. That's the important thing.
Hmm. So you were worried about moving money. That was the thing. Listen, I've been onboarding money to crypto. That was the only thing, and I didn't know what to do with the crypto. I just bought it and left it there.
Okay.
But I was afraid of moving money from one place to another. And the first time I was like, let me just send $10 or something really, really, really small so that I'm sure that
Yeah.
this works. And I followed the steps. I didn't call anybody. And then I said, that's it? And I was like, oh my God. And then I sent thousands of dollars in the next 2 weeks and stuff. So it was interesting, but that was my main. It was that your main, like stress in the sense, like your main fear, just moving money from one place to another, or were you worried about putting money into onboarding money into crypto world? But that was not that bad.
Once I watched the the webinar by Dan, I was sold on it.
Okay.
I was in. That was not a problem at all. Putting my money in crypto became no problem once I listened to Dan, because Dan is a trusted person, right? He has so much background in
Mm-hmm.
online world that once I knew it was him behind, and also our mentors,
Yeah, of
William
course.
and Jess.
Jason.
I mean, they wouldn't be touching that thing if it wasn't good, right?
Exactly.
So once they were on board, I was fine with that. The thing was moving my money. So what I did was just to find out, do I use wire transfer? Do I use credit
Mm-hmm.
card, debit card, or e-transfer? Which one will work best for me? So I actually did the same thing you did. I moved $100 from my bank
Mm-hmm.
all the way to my exchange first, crypto exchange first,
Mm-hmm.
and then even to and then when I saw it on Beats Gap, then I was good. I said, okay, I've done all the steps. I can move the money.
So I have a question going to the webinar because, what was it in the webinar that spoke to you that said, I need to do this?
Well, I also have real estate. I have a house that I with a friend
Okay.
that I rent out. I had a house, but I had two of them before. One of them
Mm-hmm.
actually got destroyed by a tenant. I mean,
Oh, man.
yeah, we fixed it and sold it and made money off it, but still, it was stressful to be called and say your house has been destroyed. So, I know a lot about investing in different things that will
Mhm.
make you passive money. I have also been injured along with my husband. So I have been looking for making passive money online. So I've been looking into a lot of things this year.
Mm,
I started since around February, looking into Amazon, all kinds of things.
mm.
So I've been doing the research, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
once I went to the seminar, a webinar, I was like, okay, this makes sense. I waited a day, watched the replay again. It made sense to me again. Then I was in.
Oh my God, I love you. It's so funny. Well, yeah, I mean, I think there's just so many things that make sense. I think passive income is one of them.
Yes.
And we have to explain that because not everybody knows what's passive income.
Yeah.
Sadly, but this is the world we live in. So usually people that are working a normal job where they're exchanging their time for money, that's active income, which is
Yes.
the tax income, the most tax income across countries. I imagine it's the same in Canada. Like
Yes.
here in the United States, which is my contest, it's 20 to 45%
Yeah.
tax.
Yes.
So the more money you make, the more you pay. So if you're over 250,000 here in the United States, married, file
Mhm.
jointly, you're going to pay 45% of your taxes to the government. But
Okay.
passive income is different. It's money as you sleep. It's
Yeah.
money that you get by not working.
Yeah.
So your money makes you money. It's like your money's having babies
Yes. And,
without
and
you doing anything. And I think that's the main thing about this whole thing.
yeah.
And I know everybody said this is too good to be true, and I thought, and I was skeptical too. But I was like, once I went and took the class and I started seeing the bots, because I started with the demo bot. I took the first class and I was on. My HODL bot was on in the next 2 days
Yeah.
because I jump into whatever, you know me for a while. I jump to
Yeah.
whatever I do, and I just
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
if it makes sense to me, I do it. So once you started the class, how difficult is this, and how long do you need to maintain it for people that know? Because I'm talking mostly to newbies, people that never done crypto, and,
Okay.
and they're like, oh my God, I don't know anything about crypto, and then I don't want to lose my money and stuff like that type of thing. So
Well, this is the way I see it. We've all been alive when crypto started, right?
yes.
Some people bought crypto at $100. Some people sat around and watched. and heard about the news. They go, oh, Hubi, great. And then we watched crypto go all the way to 60K and
Mm-hmm.
came back down. And I'm going, okay, it's here to stay. So why have I been not on board with it?
Mm-hmm.
So it can't possibly be seen as too good to be true, right?
Good.
It is. It
Good. I
is.
like that.
It's as a fact. It's going to stay here. There are a lot of people involved with it, so it's not going to go away. It's just like when the internet started, people didn't take it seriously, and now everybody's making money off the internet. So crypto is not going anywhere. Um, Secondly, to answer your other question about the
Mm-hmm.
course, I took the course. I think that's after the second session. I started. I signed up. I got a demo BeatsGap, and I just set up some bots. I think I did 3 bots at a time,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just watched it, and and that allowed me to start learning. See, that's what
Mm-hmm.
that does. It allowed me to learn. When I see something that didn't make sense, sometimes I have watched courses, some of them a few times,
Okay.
and just to go back and review and see what they were saying over there and here and there. So I've done all that. The thing is, even though I was on phase 1,
Mm-hmm.
I actually only had money to buy the course, and I saw it as a down payment on a house, which was very little to me. If
Mm-hmm.
you are thinking property buying versus uh,
Yeah.
crypto bot trading, that will make you the same or more per month. 2,500 USD is
Mm-hmm.
small compared to buying a house, right? So
Exactly.
that's the way I saw it. So even though I didn't have the money ready to invest right away, I bought it anyway because it came with so many bonuses, I couldn't pass it up.
Funny. So, oh my God. So you got it, but you at least need the demo.
Yeah.
How did doing the demo make you feel in the sense of not losing anything? Because a lot of people I know in the beginning, they're like, "Oh my God, I don't want to lose anything," and getting $1 million in play money for your
Yeah.
demo bots, and you know.
Yeah. Um, yeah, that really assured me that if I when I go live, it'll be okay, because I saw how it worked. Because I at the beginning I didn't quite understand that your profits were being put in like a basket for you, and that is your
Mhm.
money to keep. That I didn't understand until I saw it in action, right? And I
Mhm.
thought, I I I right now, I told my family I have 2 live bots right now. I started with about 3,300 and another one with 3,200. And the 3,300 one, you know what it's going to do, Mari?
What?
It's going to be our weekly grocery money for the next 6 months to a year. We are going to make grocery money from one $3,000 investment.
Wow.
So we are not, if I had that $3,000 and I went to groceries, it would eventually just run out, right?
Of course.
Now it's not going to run out. We're just
Mm.
going to use it to make grocery money. And I should say also that it's good to diversify your money. So we have retirement and money somewhere else, because I already told you I do stocks and stuff. So
Mhm.
that's retirement money. That's over there. We are just taking a little bit of our savings to
Mhm.
make passive income so that we can continue to save some and live well.
So
I want
basically, you're saying you're using some now, and you're actually getting a short term usage of your money and a long term. Now, question: since you're doing stock market and crypto, what has made you easiest money and fastest and the most money compared from crypto to the stock market?
Well, stock market cannot compare to what I'm seeing in crypto world. I started bought just 3 days ago. Okay, my
Mhm.
bots are 3 days old. Even though I've bought this program since June, my bots are 3 days old because my money only became available to me um, the month of September. Then I did all the steps to move my money over and all that stuff. So
Mhm.
it takes about a week to really get set up, a week or two, depending on which country you are in. But you will get set up. It's not a big deal. It's just doing things carefully. And so investing in stock is long term. You have to have strategy as to when you want to get out so that you
Mhm.
can actually have your money. Over here in crypto bots, as you can see right now on my screen, my two bots, the reason I'm saying they'll make me grocery money is within 3 days, I have one of them is making like $147.
Yeah, the FTM and USDT one.
Yes. And the second one is a little slow, but that is $19 I did not have before. So I am very
Mhm.
happy to have it. And that's money to keep. So if I'm looking at this, $166, I think,
Yeah,
is
166 in 3 days,
yes.
basically.
So that is actually enough for grocery for the week. So
Wow.
I am very happy with this system. I think it's a great way to make passive income. And I wish everybody would jump on board and make passive income, because a lot of people have this $3,000 that I have in this crypto. They are going to use it to buy something and it'll be gone. And if you put it in an investment, you can
Mhm.
get money off it and keep living off it as long as you want.
Hmm.
So I really want people to think that they don't need a lot of money to actually my two boss here could very much pay for groceries and cell phone bills, if you look at it
Mhm.
that way, right?
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
so those are two big bills that are covered by me keeping my $6,000 to at a base and just making passive income off them. So when I get another $3,000, I'm gonna
Wow.
start another bot. So soon I'll have enough bots to cover all my bills.
Hmm. Exactly. That's what I'm doing too.
Yeah. So um, the money I'm making elsewhere is going to just grow. This is going to be the bill payer money. That's
I like that.
that's the way I'm seeing it. And the thing is, since it makes different levels of money for you,
Hmm.
there are days that you make a lot more than you expect. So you probably have some money left over to grow in your crypto world as well. So
Hmm.
I am quite excited about crypto bot trading. I have put so much energy into it lately. So I just hope people will come on board and join us, Marie.
Yeah. So, what do you think is difficult doing this? Because a lot of people might think, I can't do this. I don't have any background in technology, or I only can send an email or whatever. Besides that, you know, people that are a little bit older, they're like, I don't. How
No,
difficult is to set this thing when you learn how to do it? I mean, because we can't talk about it because of the legal agreement on how
yes.
to set a bot. But how long does it take, and how difficult is it once you look at the video that tells you step by step on how to do it?
It didn't take me long. Once I moved my money and I set up the bot. Because I had demo bots going already. I
Hmm.
didn't have to wait. Once I moved my money, I just took my demo bots and I made it live. And I took two of them because that's how much money I had for bots. So when you get this system, it's good to just go right away and set up your demo bots according to the plan instructions.
Hmm.
And that makes it easy for you when your money comes in. you're ready to go live.
Hmm.
And if you have your money right away when you buy the plan, still
Do demo bot. And
live.
I think yeah, you froze for a second. You there?
Oh, okay.
You
I
say
was
if you have the money and you start, you still start with a demo bot. Is that what you were gonna say?
yes, yes. It's very important to test out your bot before
Hmm.
you go live. Don't just go live. No matter what you do, don't go live. Make sure you test it out and see how it's performing before you go live. That way you know. It's the best.
Hmm.
It's the way you're supposed to do this. You follow the instructions according to the plan. Then you'll be successful.
Hmm.
And it doesn't require too much time at all. This you set it up. I think I'm more these days. I log in the morning to look at it. I log in the afternoon to look at it. I log in the evening to look at it because I'm so excited.
You didn't say it like me, like this, for hours and hours and obsessed in the first week. And I told my husband, look, another dollar, look, another dollar. And I was like this, like my husband said, you're getting obsessed. You need to just move from the screen. I said, you don't get out. I mean, he's seeing it. He's like, yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, that was
But
me the first day. That was me. I couldn't believe
I know
money
because
was.
everybody starts skeptical. Then you start your demo bot, and then you see the demo of what the coin first flow. Like
Yes,
do ish if they were live because they act pretty close to the live, but then you start like, I need to put my money, and then you're like, I need to put my money, and then you put one, and then you're like, I need to have one, another one, and I need to have another one, and then you have seven bots
yeah,
a month later, like me, and then you're like, oh my god, this is amazing.
I know. It's quite an interesting journey, and I'm glad to be on it because I have sat around for too long not paying attention to cryptocurrencies. So this is the time to get in, and this is one of the best ways to get in because it puts money in your pocket every day. Uh,
Yes, yes.
whether you
So
are sleeping or not, you're making money. Best thing ever.
yeah, so I was going to mention three because everybody does something different with crypto, and everybody's either hodling, which is holding their coins for a period of a year or longer, and you don't make any money. I mean, you might buy $20,000 in crypto, and it might appreciate, and it says in your paper that you have 70,000, but that fluctuates, and until you sell your coins, you don't making any money.
Yeah.
Only long term. Two, mono trading. That's 90% to 95% are is like a Russian roulette. Just only 5% are successful.
Yeah.
And it takes years to learn manual trading, and you still don't know anything after years. Because I have a friend that 2 weeks ago, when the market crashed, remember we had a 20% correction?
Yeah. Yeah.
He lost $10,000
Oh boy.
just like that in 48 hours.
Oh
And
boy.
then we got this that is not enough people doing this. This is like we're the minority. Where you know that we are kind of like trailblazers right now. We are
Yes.
ahead of the curve because most people are not doing it this way, which is a lower risk way.
Yeah.
It's a faster way of making money. Cash flow in your hand, not a paper money. You know what I mean? Like a just on paper only.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So and then so starting with one of those two ways, I would have been scared and be like, oh my god, no. But now, do you remember a couple of weeks ago when the BitScat was getting updated
Yes.
and everything went crazy
Yeah. I saw
and
you.
I freaked out. I was like, oh my god, what happened? And I just had turned my bots like a week before or something, and I was like, oh my god. And I said, and then it dawned on me, I said, oh my god, is this how people feel that are doing method trading and hodling all day, freaking out, having to watch their stuff because they're gonna lose all this money? And that's when it dawned on me, oh my god, what a difference in the psychology of when the market crashed 2 weeks ago. I was cool, calm, and collected. Heck, I was happy that the market crashed. And I feel bad because some people lost money, and I don't like that. But I don't have control of what people are doing. But I said, "Oh my God, this is amazing! Now I understand."
Yeah.
Because anybody and you got to read. Anybody can make money when the market is high in the stock market or in the crypto market.
Yes.
But making money when the market crashes, not in all these three ways you can do that. And the
No.
two other ways you can't do that. You cannot make money when the market crashes.
No. And it's very exciting to see that someone actually figured out how to make money any day, any day. And the thing I like about this is the support that comes with from
Mm-hmm.
the plant team
Yeah, yeah,
with this package. You have a question, they will answer it for you. You could you c-
yeah,
not, nothing can go wrong with you for you. If you are stuck, there's somebody to support you. I really really like that. And
yeah. So
they are
true.
very knowledgeable.
One time I sent an email at 12 a.m. and they answered me by 1 a.m.
Yeah.
This is in the middle of the night. I mean, in the middle of the night, nobody is awake usually or had customer service at midnight. But an hour
Yeah.
later, I had it because that's when that happened. And I said, "Oh my God, what's happening?" Blah, blah, blah. And they said, "We will investigate. We have a lot of complaints. We will tell you." But one thing that I learned with this whole mess is one is the psychology of it. And we learned that in the class of
Mm-hmm.
how to be calm amidst whatever says in the news. We don't care what the news says. We
Yeah.
don't care what Elon Musk said. We don't care what anybody says. We only care what this says. And we only care what our bots are doing and that what is in our exchange. Because no matter what happens in the bots, because the bots gets updated, like
Yeah.
that day, it's just an update.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. It looked weird. When I check on my exchange, everything was there. And there's some. So that's another thing that I wanted to say because the psychology of it. And you are in the stock market. How much psychology you need to have to deal with that?
Well,
You know?
I have learned a lot stock trading. So I used to be the stock trader that bought a little bit of many stocks, and then I learned that was not necessary. So these days I find really good companies and I invest in them, and my stock list is very short but very productive.
Mm,
So so I am applying the same here too. Um, I am um, my aim is to have about 5 bots and see what will happen. In,
mhm,
in fact, I am also planning on opening, since you can use the package with your family, I'm planning on opening for my son so that he's in school right now. So the money that he's going to be living on will not disappear on him.
mhm.
He's going to be making cash flow off that money so that it will last him longer. So that's another thing for people who have students, some money for their students. They can't always get a job. Sometimes you just can't. They are too busy,
It's
right?
fantastic you cannot multitask. But I'm glad you mentioned that because that's one. Okay, so we have to sign a legal agreement
Yeah,
because this is not our intellectual property and we can't share the strategies that we're learning. Because
yeah,
somebody asked me, "Why don't you just send my stuff for me?" I said, "No, I can't. It's against the legal agreement. I'm not gonna get sued."
yeah,
But my son is moving here in December,
yeah,
and when he's under my roof,
yeah,
he is going to do the plan because I already bought it, and then he's gonna set bots.
yeah,
Or if you have a business partner,
yeah,
because you have an LLC and
yeah.
a corporate entity, you can also share that with your business partner. That for me is very important. Don't you think?
Yeah, because your kids, my kids, yes, they are in school. They are, but their address and everything is here. They come and go, right? They live here.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just that the kids will move around, but they always come back.
They're like boomerangs.
Yeah. So we are going to use this to help him extend his money for school so he doesn't run out easy, because it's one of the best cash flow things I've ever seen, that doesn't require you to do so much upfront investment to keep it going. To be able to make money, grocery money of $3,000 is just amazing to me. So that
So what
is,
would you say, Belinda? Because some people say, "Oh, Mari, this is too expensive." What would you say to them?
well, like I said before, I compare it to starting any business. Any business. Even if you're doing Amazon, there are all kinds of fees before you can start an Amazon store, right? And yes, you can start Amazon with about $600 to buy products, but it'll be very small amount of products,
Exactly.
right? So the 2,500 USD, it's not that expensive because investment is giving you an equivalent of rent collection. So just think you are buying a house, you need $50,000 for down payment, and this one is like a lawyer fee out of your house purchase, 2,500. Not expensive at all. I think it's one of the best investments you could make for passive income.
So seeing as an investment, because I always compare this with other things. I tell people, well, if you're going to college, how much are you going to spend?
Yeah.
40,000 or more, and you're not even going to make the money that you spent in 10 years. You might never even recuperate that money.
Yeah.
One, if you want to have a franchise here in the United States, it's 150K or more.
Yeah.
I don't know in Canada, but is it close to that?
It's close to
150,000 or more?
It's about well, I have a friend who went looking into franchise, and they needed to give out so much information about themselves and their house and this and that. I was stressed listening to them. So I this is and the income they'll have made is equivalent to what you'll be making here or more. This could give you more, right? Because it
Without
depends.
working, without dealing with
Yeah,
rent of a
yeah,
place and electricity and the equipment that you need to buy
yeah,
and the royalties that you need to pay for that franchise, because it's not only just buying the franchise, you
yeah,
have to pay a percentage of the franchise to the company, like McDonald's.
yeah. This is one of the best passive incomes I've seen ever. Like I rent a house right now. I'm lucky that I have really good tenants right now in this house, but I have seen people just cry because tenants destroy the house, and that has happened to me. So I've been on both sides. Um, I invest in stocks, so I see the up and down of that. I've done options for a couple of years, done a lot of option trading. So, but this one generates income consistently. The $2,500 investment is small. You make it back in no time. Look at me. I'm already at $166. It's been 3 days.
Yep.
3 days. Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
can you imagine? Every 3 days, somebody gives me $166. I will be like, wow.
Well, you know what I like? So 166 in 3 days. That's Alexa. 166 divided by 3 days.
66 divided
No.
by 9 is approximately 1.69.
You have Alexa. Alexa. 166 divided by 3.
166 divided by 3 is approximately 55.3333.
$55. Okay. Every day.
Every day.
Let's say that it keeps doing that. Alexa, 55 multiplied by 365.
55 times 365 is 20,075.
Do you hear that?
How much?
20,775.
Wow.
It keeps doing that. If it keeps doing that, 55 every day,
Yeah.
for a year, that's 25K in a year.
Yeah. And that is all my grocery money, all my bills paid, and we can go on vacation.
And that's without adding the bots. That's without adding bots.
Yes.
That's without having a crypto savings account that's going to grow your money in another place.
No.
That's without other things that we do to maximize our profit.
Yeah.
This is only the bots, because out of the pie, 50% is the bots, 30% is the HODLing,
Yeah.
and 20% is the reserve.
Yeah.
So this is only one little part, just 50% of it. That's mind blowing, don't you think?
Yeah, it is. This is why I'm so excited about it. I was like, why didn't this come to me a couple of years ago?
But you see that I said the same thing, but let's be real, because I don't know where's your background, but where I came from. Would you have appreciated if it would have come at that time? You know what I mean? Because sometimes we have to go through bad and worse
Yeah.
to appreciate. Because I'm just in shock. I mean, I'm in shock. And last week, and let's not even talk about affiliate marketing.
I know.
And all the money we made last week, I mean, like, what the heck? And then we're going to put that money here, and that money's going to grow. And it's like a domino effect, like boom, 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 boom. And,
Yes.
you know?
And that's the other thing. If people want to join affiliate marketing and sell other online knowledge products, financial products, which we are doing, that's on top of this passive income that you're making.
Yes.
And I always say that I worked a lot until I got injured, and now I'm in my early 50s, and I'm saying, okay, I work, I save some, I have all these, there are all kinds of health issues now. I need to have my money work for me now, right?
Yeah,
and
definitely.
and this is why I have the 6,600, I should say, here. Actually, it's growing. So
Yeah, because you put you put 3K in each?
I put like 33 and then 32.
Okay.
So
So you
it's,
mentioned something, because you have the same. I've been dealing with issues. I mean, both of my husband, me and my husband, and my husband and I are both falling apart. Me is because of health issues. Him because he's a disabled army vet that had an accident in the military.
okay.
So the people that are older,
Yeah.
that are still working because they can't really, and I'm talking about 57 to 75, the baby
Yes.
boomers.
Yes.
And I seen some of them in Walmart.
Yeah.
And greeting people, and I'm like, you should be retired, but they can't be retired because what? The Social Security is not giving. I don't know if you guys have a Social Security.
We have that, and sometimes better, because over the thing about Canada is we all have free healthcare, right? So you can go to the hospital till the cows come home here. There's free healthcare.
But Belinda, since because I'm not, remember, United States is my context. Yeah, you got free healthcare and all this stuff, but how many you pay in taxes when you're working to actually have that benefit?
Well, because we Canada is you have to look at it this way. It's all the people working putting a little bit in a jar to make our healthcare system work. It's not that expensive of a tax to make the health system work. It's a little bit from everybody, and then everybody gets taken care of, right?
You know why I ask you? Because
Why?
I live in Germany.
Okay.
Because my husband and I were military,
Yeah.
so we travel. We've been to 20 countries,
Yeah.
and they were paying 60% of their salary to the government. 60%. The majority of their salary went to the government, not themselves.
Yeah.
And so that's what I was asking, because here a lot of people are getting older. I don't know what is the population demographics in Canada, but here a lot of the baby boomers are retiring and getting into Social Security.
Yeah.
They say that when I get into that age, that Social Security might not be really alive at all. It might be just already bankrupt.
Yeah.
They said that I think that 2028 is the last year where we have enough money. You didn't know that.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know what the baby boomers are experiencing in your country, 57 and up. But do you have the same issues where they're working still, and some of them have to work till they die, just like here, or not?
A lot of people are working still, but the one expensive thing, which is healthcare, is taken care of here. So some people just prefer to keep working. Some people must work. And this is why we are spreading this news of
Yeah.
finding ways to take some of your savings and make passive income out of it. Because for me, since these bots have been alive, I am not touching any other money except the money coming out of these bots when it comes to groceries. That's where the money is going to come from. It's going to be money made passively, not from my pocket for groceries. And soon I hope I can add cell phones to it and add mortgage and all the other little stuff to it. Should be coming from here. Your money that you made with a paycheck should be put to work for you. You shouldn't run it out to zero so that you're constantly having to work and work, because I didn't know I was gonna get injured. I got injured. So now I had to, and I went back to work, but I was not feeling well at all. So I had to readjust my lifestyle so I can keep living and not depending on anyone or government support or anything, and find ways to make income. And this is one of the ways to make the best income. And as we are sitting here, we are at $47, $147 as we've been sitting here, right?
Yeah, and actually I haven't refreshed it. It might be more. Give me a second. Because
So,
sometimes you have to just refresh a little bit.
yeah.
Let's see. And sometimes I do that because people might think that we're like, it went $1. There you go. It went $1 when we're talking here.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, refresh there. So I didn't show you my other friend gave me permission to share his. I don't know. I wanted to show you a bigger account because
yeah, show me a
I
bigger
wanted to show a little account and I wanted to show a small account so that people can see.
Yeah, show a bigger account.
This is Robert's one.
Oh wow, that's a big one.
He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 bucks now.
Yeah.
And he has made $8,439 in 29 days. Look at it. 20. And so and 5 of them out of range.
So they are not doing anything. They are just waiting.
Just waiting.
And they are still, and he's still making money.
Yep.
Wow.
Look at this. And he started one 11 hours ago. He already did $52 for him.
That is amazing.
He did one in 3 days, $408 in 3 days.
Wow.
4 days, 19 hours, 124. 7 days, 115. 10 days, 216. 19 days, 314. 19 days, 134. And it keeps going and going and going. So if you don't understand the possibility of, and I don't mean you, the people watching.
Yeah.
The possibility of what we're talking about, that is money in your pocket. That means that money is in his account.
Yes.
Not in the box, but in his account. And he can take that money and do whatever the heck he wants in a second.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. You just have to move it to your regular bank account and you are ready to go. It's
That's mind-blowing. $9,000 in 20-something days.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I was like, and you know what? When Jason was showing other bots, there were some bots that were doing more. We saw a little one. We saw a big one. So I wanted to show yours because at the beginning, but still, we remember I divided that, and that's $50-something a day.
Yeah, and I plan to add a bot more in about a couple of weeks, and before you know it, it will be just paying all the bills. This is what I intend to do. This is going to be the bill payer, and the good thing about it is if it keeps growing the way it does, not all the money is going to go pay bills. So some of the money will come back and continue to build more bots. So I wish that anybody, Over here in Canada, because of COVID, the government pays people some money, and that money, I wish people would save percentage of it and start something like this so that they can grow with the money they've got to help them out, and not just see all this money that you are getting to support you, so you don't go hungry, go to zero each time, and each time you are filling out all these forms to go and get some other money from the government sources, right?
And
So
inflation is going to go higher, so that means that you can buy less things with your money. So
yes,
it's not like we're going to stay just like frozen and be like, oh, the money that I'm making today is going to make me money a year from now, 2 years from now.
no,
So I don't think people like think about that.
yeah,
I think a lot of people that are struggling, because I've been in that place where you're surviving, not thriving,
yeah,
don't have time to be like, oh my God, is there another way for me to not survive but thrive? So
yeah,
that I cannot, because when you go into survival mode, you're not really thinking about certain things like liabilities. If you have your money, you mentioned savings account. How much your saving account pays you in Canada? Here, not even 1% in a year.
well, because the interest rate has gone to nothing, you are getting nothing. So that is where my money was in, what do you call a guaranteed savings account. And when you put it in, it was a little bit of extra money I had, and I didn't want to spend it. So I was trying to protect it by locking it away somewhere where I'm forced to not touch it. So I put it in there for 6 months, and I had to wait for 6 months. The 6 months came in September. So that, and I do this to force myself not to touch
So
little
what do you
money.
get in interest? You get anything or nothing?
I got so little, like it's not even worth mentioning. So
Oh my God.
it's not even worth
I can
mentioning.
give you an example because it took me forever because my bank didn't want me to get my money out of the account. They asked me, where are you putting your money? And I said, what is not your business? And
There
I was
you go.
really angry about them asking me that.
Yeah,
So they will say, you can only take $5,000. So I have $50,000 in my savings account. And you know how much interest did I get?
200
$1.
$1. There you go.
That was nothing. I made more money here with the money in the crypto savings account. Let's not even mention that.
Yeah,
Because the crypto savings account is another mind-blowing thing that I couldn't believe, that you can actually just put your money somewhere else,
yeah,
borrow 50% of that money in a second
yeah,
without asking the bank for a loan. Oh, I need a loan. And taking, oh, well, we're not going to give you a loan. And then you have to pay 20-something% interest or whatever it is that they charge you.
yeah,
So you can actually get money from there in a second, use it right away,
yeah.
and pay 6.5% interest, which is nothing when you divide that by 12,
Yes,
and not having to pay do any payments.
yes. I tried to explain that to someone. This, but I will be borrowing money. I'm going like, yes, but you are making 20% over here and you're paying 6% over there. And technically, that's how mortgage works, right? Mortgage is one of your lowest borrowing
Mhm.
systems around, right?
Mhm.
But people will get mortgage without a problem, without thinking about it, because if they have the down payment, they'll go get mortgage without thinking about it, because it's something that we have been conditioned to do, right? So that's not a problem. But when it comes to things like crypto bot trading, which will generate you that passive income, we are not trained to think that way. So people will say 2,500 is too expensive. I should say USD, because different parts of the world may be watching. So it's 25 USD, and that price is even coming to an end soon. So
Exactly.
people should jump on board. And I think it ends next Tuesday. Is that
On
correct?
on the 12th, is that Tuesday?
I think so. I think so. So we people really need to know that they have nothing to lose but a whole lot to gain if they join the plan right now. As
Mhm.
you can see it, it's in front of you, and you can't lose at all. I have a demo for a lady that used to help us in our house here. She has never saved before she met us. And I asked her, "Do you save any of your paycheck?" She goes, "No." And I said, "Well, guess what? You're saving from now." So she opened just since she was so new, she opened just a savings account and started putting her some of her money from her paycheck every 2 weeks into it, just to get her to know that she's saving some money. And
Wow.
tomorrow, I am going to help her start growing that money she's been saving even more
That's
because I
cool.
care about her. And I'm going to probably advise her to go on the $1,000 payment plan, where
Mhm.
you can get the plan and pay $1,000.
Yeah, three
Start
times.
start the whole system, so you can basically from a $3,000 investment make another $1,000 in a month to pay your second payment, and then make another 1,000 to pay your third payment. So that is not coming out of pocket for you. And so this is what I'm going to be sharing with her tomorrow. And she has seen me trade stocks and done well in stocks. So I think she's going to be convinced. And it's the best
Definitely. I mean, who wouldn't convince with that? I mean,
thing.
even with your account, my account is making $71 a day, which is not that much. But
Yeah,
think about that again. If you multiply that
yeah,
for a year, again, that's 20 something plus $1,000.
yeah. That
So
is,
again, people think that little thing might be nothing, but that little thing added to another thing, added like this,
yeah,
stacks into a pile of money.
yeah.
So
It
I don't
will.
know, like
And you should be proud to make so much passive money that you have to pay some taxes on it, because you will pay tax
exactly.
because it's income. So you should be proud that you are helping society with paying taxes on income that you're making. And
And that your family is going to be taken care of
yes,
and not have to struggle.
yes,
That's another thing. I always say if something happened to me today, right now, because you know I have lupus and I have something can happen, all my family will be taken care of. And
yes,
that peace of mind when you have a family, especially, and by the way, my oldest son is sick too. Joshua, he has lupus too.
oh my goodness,
So he's moving with us in
yeah,
December because of that. So we're trying to help him.
yeah,
And that's why he's so like ready to actually start a class and start a bot because he's like, I'm in another hospital. I'm just struggling.
yeah, yeah,
And that puts everything into perspective. And when you're getting older or you had an accident, like you said, then you're not the same and then you require more attention, medical attention, whatever,
yeah.
that can actually, I don't know about, I mean, over here, you can go bankrupt.
Yeah, that's what my relatives who live in the US told me. They saw us in such a bad shape. They go, "If you were in the US, you'll go bankrupt." I said, "Well, I'm glad I'm not there then." Because over here, my husband actually with this accident, because it was both of us, right? So he was in the hospital for 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah, he was in the hospital
That
for,
would have been, I think, $1 million here.
yeah,
Because I actually went to 2 surgeries because I had a lung removal.
yeah,
They removed part of my lung
yeah,
in the
yeah,
right side.
yeah.
And between that surgery and a hysterectomy and appendectomy,
Oh boy.
it was like 100,000, and that was after whatever my insurance paid.
Oh boy. I think they really need to look at taking care of everybody in America, because
Yeah,
it does,
totally.
we, like I said, it's a little bit from everybody working here in a jar. I call it a jar because that's the system, right?
So,
Everybody puts, there are some things you have to pay for. Not everything is free, but the majority, if you are sick, majority of stuff is free. There are a few things that are not free, like you last time we were told if you want to get a vitamin D test, you had to pay $35 or something.
no, that's not bad.
So I said, okay, we don't really need to know. We are fine.
You know that here for that test, it's like $300.
Wow.
Where's my insurance, by the way? Because I had to get it done because of my lupus.
Oh,
Think about it.
dear.
I can't take sun. This
Oh,
is not my real color. I'm darker, but because I can't take sun because it gives me lupus flares.
yes.
My vitamin C is low, so I had to take supplements
Yeah.
to balance it out. So I had to get checked every 3 months,
Yeah.
the vitamin D levels.
Yeah. Wow.
We need to move to Canada.
It's a system that works. I know you hear people here complain about it, but to me, I think it could always be improved, but it is something to have that it works, and we have benefited from it plenty, so we appreciate it. And I am very much appreciating the plan because, like I said, since February, I started looking vigorously at passive income options for me. And I am so glad that I'm in the plan right now. And I just have to move some more funds in as they become available to me, and see all our bills being paid by passive income. It will be
Belinda, I can't wait till next year we meet at this time.
yes, and I'll show you
And
the
show our accounts. I'm
well.
so excited for next year, like 365 days from now. And you and I just meet here. We might not be, who knows where we will be, by then. But I don't know, maybe already be in Canada. Who knows?
Well,
but the point is that we will be comparing our beginnings and a year later, and I just like so excited about that. When I talk about this, I don't know if you can tell, I feel like a little kid talking about it, and I
Yeah.
just want everybody to get in, because when you have come from struggle and
Yeah.
other people you see them struggle, you don't, and there's something that can help their pain and their
Yeah.
suffering.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, tell everybody.
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah.
it's just a no-brainer, and it's the best decision that me and my family have done. And I know you feel the same way. And it's not like I'm happy because I'm the person that if something is bad, I say this is bad. This is because of this, and that. But I don't
Yeah.
see any downside to this besides signing a legal agreement. And the legal agreement was nothing for me.
No, legal agreement is fine. Like because if there was no legal agreement, you have seen the whole presentation on YouTube overnight, right? And that defeats the purpose. He worked very hard to learn how to do this, so he should protect his property. I am all with that, so I have no problem with the legal agreement.
Me neither.
And, yeah, I am glad that they have options where you can jump into the sort of a shared mode and share some of your
Yeah.
information without violating anything. So I'm pleased with that. And a lot of good things. I'll give you my good news today. I had my roof done last year, and I had an ensuite bathroom, nice one, put in, and we have some issues with the fan. So I called the roofer and I said, the contractor said I need 2 more vents on my roof. And he comes, usually they will charge you for such things. And he came today, did it. And in Canada, we have Thanksgiving on Monday. And he goes, happy Thanksgiving. I'll see you later. I said, how much? He said, happy Thanksgiving, jump in his car and laugh.
Oh, that's amazing.
See what happens when you are spreading good wishes to other people?
It's like this the universe just gives you more. It's
Yeah.
like everything falls into place, and that's how I've been feeling in this last 11 months that I've been with RCI. Everything is just falling into place, and
I
I'm
know.
just surprised and amazed of everything that is happening every week.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Two vents on my roof for free. Two vents on my roof for
and
free.
those are expensive, by the way.
I know.
I know because I have some. Wow.
So that's what happens when you spread good. And the other thing I did today was I actually took my shared screen of my bots, and just like I was telling you how I plan to use the money for bills, I recorded the screen so that I can put it on my social and share with other people. And I did that today. I did a lot of preparation stuff today, and I will be doing some
Well,
more.
you're gonna have another video. You can take this link and
Yes.
give it to everybody. Hey, look at my friend and look at another account, look at my account and compare this and look at them, two
Yeah.
people talking about the plan that been in the plan.
Yes.
I mean, you've been longer than me, but
Well, I've been demoing more longer than you, but I started 3 days ago.
but demo mode is the way that everybody starts, and it's the way that you learn how
Yes.
this works, and then you make it seem like this is like some NASA interface when you see
Yes.
this.
Yes.
We don't even use all this stuff. All we care is the one number on the left and the number in the middle. We don't
Yes.
care about everything else, and then how to measure the how much up we need to go and how much down we need to go.
Yes.
But even that doesn't even matter in the beginning, because here you learn how to do that, but you get two months of free coin pairs where you
Yes.
just copy and paste, and you can have a bot in a minute,
Yes.
which is
Yes.
I think is the most amazing thing that we ever got with this, and that
Yes.
service is going to be expensive after 2 months. So I don't know, like
This
they
is
keep
what
just giving us stuff.
this is.
Plus, don't you think they said that they're going to do the other part, the second part? Did you get two classes in one?
Yes.
The
So
intermediate class?
the idiot class. So
Intermediate.
oh, intermediate class. Sorry, I heard the wrong word.
Yeah,
That's
I
what,
don't know what I said. You know that when you begin, you're doing beginning bot training, but he said we also in a couple of months after you finish your 7 classes, we
yes.
give you another class
Yes.
for more intermediate body.
Yes. There are
And
phases
basically,
to it.
so this is 2 classes in one.
Yes. I really like this class. I cannot praise passive income enough. I
Me
am
too.
really excited for the passive income. And I know I'm not covering all the levels that we've learned. There's no HODLing right now, but to tell people that you could start with $3,000 and actually build your portfolio and see income coming to you to do something with, it's very promising, it's very comforting, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
And I am very appreciative and glad that I ran into the plan. I'm glad that I decided to stay in the Rapid Crash Insider group.
Yeah.
And thanks to people like you who taught me how to get things going at the beginning. So you spent over an hour with me at the beginning, so I appreciate that always.
Thank
So
you, Linda. It was
so
my pleasure, because I like I said, I want everybody to be successful.
yeah. So
Yeah.
there is so much to learn. I've learned so much here. I there's so much I've been learning in this group that is, to me, it's like I think it's Lisa Johnson that says like you are taking an MBA, right? There's a campus. You take so many courses. So
I
uh,
would call it a think tank better. A think
uh,
tank. Because
yeah,
everybody that we have,
yes.
and by the way, I'm interviewing Stephen West.
Oh wow.
I'm like, oh my God, the people that I have interviewed, the people that I come in contact around the world,
Yes.
it's just like we're a huge brain working together. It's
Yeah.
not you by yourself and, trying to make it up as you go. It's just the most amazing thing. this group, I told Robert this morning, I said, this is my family.
Yeah, it is. It is very. It's amazing. I've learned so much here, and even just getting the bot started. The thing about Ontario, where I live, is that Binance is not working here. They don't have a setup here because of some rules. So you needed to know that. I didn't know that right away. My neighbor actually told me after I sold him
So
the.
what are you using? What is your exchange?
I'm using Qcoin.
Oh, you're doing Qcoin too.
Yeah, yeah.
I love Qcoin because it's cheap. It's cheap and it has a lot of coin pairs.
Oh
So maybe
yes,
that was a blessing in
yes,
disguise. You see what I
yes,
mean?
yes.
Did
So
you buy KCS, the Qcoin coin?
yes, I did. So
So
that
when you pay less, that's what I did.
yes, I did. I did. I did. I have read everything. I sit down at my dining table and I read. I read all this stuff. My son is like, "Do you have a test or something?" I
Oh my God.
yes, I bought KCS so I can get a discount on the trades and all that information that is available, which I share with people that buy from me because it's good to know all this other stuff. So I am just pleased, and I'm happy to have been invited here to chat with you about crypto bots.
So what will you say to the people? A last word so we can just wrap it up.
Well, this is the last time to get into the plan for 2,500 USD. It is the cheapest down payment for the income you will make daily I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
So don't wait. Make a comment below and you'll get a link through DM, and any one of us will be glad to help you. And you continue to get help. That's the main part about the plan. The plan is full of help, and it's not that difficult to do, and it's
Mm-hmm.
good for you. It's a way to keep money in your pocket and generate passive money. So please come on board, join the plan. 2,500 USD.
Oh my God, I love you, Linda.
Marie, you
Well,
are awesome. You are
well,
a
thank
rock
you for
star.
coming here so much. I mean, I really appreciate you showing your bots and just giving us food for thought because I was like, wow, even 3 days, you should be very proud of your bots and proud of all your accomplishments,
Yeah.
even in spite of our struggles. So
Yes.
thank you guys. So that means I want to tell you the last thing I want to tell you is that no matter what's happening to you, financial struggle, physical struggle, today is the day to do a change.
Yeah.
Don't let anything stop you from accomplishing your future tomorrow for your family and your future progeny. So I see you guys later. So go and subscribe if you're new. And this is Mari Cruz, bringing the gap between the rich and the poor, coming from the great state of Texas and the great area of Toronto, Canada.
Thank you.
Goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Stay out of trouble, everybody.